Hi everybody, this is Linda and welcome back to Hands That Cook. Today I'm going to make a cheesecake, and I'm sharing this with you because it's one of the best I've ever tasted. You know, I was raised in New York and I know a good New York cheesecake, and this is one of the best I've had. And I got this recipe from Sam's sister Patty. And it's authentic, except instead of using ricotta cheese, you're going to use small curd cottage cheese. So the first thing I did was spray a 9-inch pan. And then I just took graham cracker crumbs and danced it around in there till it covered the pan. Now if you prefer to make the normal crust with the butter and sugar, you go ahead. But this is how I'm doing it. And you're going to set that aside. All of your ingredients are going to be room temperature. So, the first thing I'm going to do is put in 16-ounce container of cottage cheese, small curd cottage cheese. This is full strength. And remember, it's room temperature. Alright. And the next thing going in is 2 room temperature 8-ounce blocks of full strength cream cheese. So that would be 2 8-ounce blocks, be 16 ounces. Hold on. I'll tell you what, when I get this opened and in there, I'll bring back. Alright, I've got the cream cheese, room temperature, and the room temperature cottage cheese in here, and you mix it on high until it is smooth, till there's no more little curds in the cottage cheese. I don't know how long that'll take. It depends on how you mix it, but we'll be back when that happens and go the next step. This has been beating on high, which the directions say to do, for quite a while, and it's smooth, but it's got some tiny little lumps in it, and we're just going to let it go like that. Now I'm going to cut the speed way down. And I'm going to add 1.5 cups of sugar. So this is 1/2 cup measuring spoon. So it says to add it slowly. So that's 1/2 cup. Another 1/2 cup. And this will make 1.5 cups here. But I'm going to turn you off, and I'm going to let this mix in real well, and then we'll go to the next step. Alright, I've got that stirred in at a lower speed. If I haven't told you before, preheat your oven to 325 degrees. This is 4 eggs, lightly beaten. It doesn't say to add them. If they're beaten, then you're going to add them all at once. So there is 4 eggs. We're going to let that mix in real good. Alright, now I have 1/3 of a cup of cornstarch. You know, 1/3 of a cup is 6 tablespoons for those of you who don't know. 6 tablespoons, or 1/3 of a cup of cornstarch. Letting that beat in. Patty, Sam's sister Patty, she went all over looking for the best cheesecake. She even went to New York. She said the year she was testing for good cheesecake, she gained 40 pounds. But she finally found it, and this is it. So, I'm sharing it with you. Alright, the cornstarch is in. Now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. One. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I always seem to OD on the vanilla. I'm going to be real careful. Oh, there I go. Some of this back. Alright, that's 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And we're going to let it blend well. I'm going to turn it up a little. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. Lemon juice is already in there. Now the vanilla's going in. I already put that in, okay? And blend well. And this is 1 stick. I'll turn that up a second. Alright, this is 1 stick of butter, which is 8 tablespoons. 1 stick, 8 tablespoons of melted butter. Excuse me. I think that's got it all. I like butter. I don't want to miss putting any of it in. And the sour cream, and this is 16 ounces of sour cream, and all of this stuff is at room temperature, guys. Look, goodness gracious. There we go. And that's all the ingredients. It's not a... Excuse my dog. I don't know why he's barking. But he is. That'll clean right here. I'll clean it up later. And you're going to blend all this on low speed. And I've got it on a low speed. My oven is already preheated to the correct temperature. I did scrape the sides down a few times because I didn't use my flex blade. Well, it's finally smoothed out. I guess adding all those ingredients helped. Okay. I pretty much think that's all blended real well. So I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to pour it into my my springform 9-inch springform pan, and I put it in the oven, and you're going to let it bake in there about an hour and 10 minutes. But keep an eye on it, because it'll still jiggle a little bit in the center, but it's done. So keep your eye on it, and when it looks like it's done, turn your oven off, but do not remove the cheesecake. You let it sit in that oven 2 hours before you remove it. Then we'll be back. Hey y'all, we're back. And I took this out of the oven. It's been in the refrigerator for 6 hours. And it's a little brown, y'all, because I didn't take it out of the, I baked it an hour and 5 minutes, turned my oven off, and set my timer for 2 hours, because it's supposed to stay in there 2 hours. Well, I went out on the back porch and forgot all about it. So it was in there longer than 2 hours, and it got browner than it should have. But we're going to serve it.
It's
the consistency looks good, really. Oh, look what I did.
It's the taste that matters. Well, Lord, is that all you're going to give me?
Yeah. It is for the first time. Oh, I hate that fell. I'll just put it on your plate.
It don't matter.
And you tell me what this tastes like and the consistency. And
it's supposed to be the best New York cheesecake
that Patty's ever had.
That's my sister.
I told him that. And the thing about it is that Patty really searched for the best cheesecake recipe. Best cheesecake. I mean, if you'll go to New York looking for the best cheesecake, then
I want that on mine.
I'm going to put that on there, but I'm going to put this on here too.
On where?
On your cheesecake.
I'd rather have fresh strawberries.
You're going to have both. Gonna put a little of that. Then I've got these fresh strawberries here.
So let me tell the rest of the story. So this lady claimed to have the perfect New York cheesecake. And she gave Patty a piece and to take home with her. And she asked Patty, she said, "You want the recipe?" And she said, "Well, not yet." Said, "I may not like it."
Whoop.
And so Patty went home and ate it. Then a few weeks later, she went back to see that lady, and she said, "I want that recipe." And that lady reached down in her purse and pulled it out and said, "I knew you would." And this is that cheesecake. So I'm going to see if...
Well, the browning didn't hurt the texture at all. It's still moist and creamy. And let me get over there, Sam. There he is.
That's it. Perfect cheesecake. Kind of like the Marie Antoinette pound cake.
Is that the best?
Yep, the texture, the taste, not too sweet, just bright, rich and creamy. It's absolutely delicious. I believe it is the best cheesecake. Y'all make it and y'all be the judge. A friend of mine, his husband and wife were out to dinner. And he said, "Honey, what do you want for your birthday? Some diamond earrings or a new car?" She said, "I want a divorce." He said, "Goodness," said, "I wasn't really planning on spending that much." You know, you don't hear jokes like you used to. I'm having to dig deep here lately.
Well,
You
that's
can't,
pretty cute, Sam.
you can't, I'm telling y'all, this is absolutely delicious. I think that brown on top actually helped it.
Helped it. It didn't need any help, I'll tell you.
What?
But I'm sorry I let it get so brown, y'all. That was my fault for going out to the back porch and not realizing it was time to take it out. But it did not hurt it. It's still creamy and got that New York State texture to it, and it's not real sweet, but it's just right. Patty did a good job. So I want to thank all of you for coming in today and spending part of your day with me, because it means a lot to me that you would take time out of your day to spend with me. Give me a thumbs up. Try this recipe. It's delicious. It really is. Try the recipe. Subscribe if you haven't. And when you hit the subscription square, a little bell will pop up, and if you'll click on that, you'll get notified every time I upload. Every time I upload a new recipe. So until next time, you all take care, and God bless every one of you. Enjoy the recipe.